Hey everybody, whether you are a new neighborhood booster or whether you are an old hand, meaning you've been here for about 30 days, I wanted to give you an overview of the share section of the site. I'm going to do this relatively quickly just so you see the elements, and then my ambition would be to have a video for each of the sections of the site so that you can dig into them at your leisure. So let's just go over here to the share section of the site. Starts off with a checklist, which is basically for us launching the territory. So I'm going to check things off that I do. You're going to check things off that you do. So what I want to do is just show you these elements to show what we can do here. So there's the launch checklist, which is I just showed you. There's documents, including your QR code. What we want to do, and a customizable neighborhood flyer. So you can open that up and then add your QR code and change the photo, obviously. And then what we try to do is, as part of your interview process, is to identify places that you could post flyers in person, and then online places that you can post all the social media posts that we're creating here, right? And the social media posts are things that are customized that you can copy and paste. We're incorporating different photos, etc. But you can just basically copy and paste these on Facebook, Instagram, Nextdoor, etc. In some cases, we have things like an email, like the announcing the Stratford Neighborhood Booster page, where we really want that to be an email, and we can then send that to people who are on our list of the who's who. For the most part, these come from the different people that you've suggested as part of your interview. But in many cases, we've identified people in the community that we can do the announcement email to as well. In the case of the social media posts, we also want to use our marketing calendar. This starts off with events that are on the calendar, but what it switches over to is social. So this is suggested posts that you can do and grab from the social media post and just follow that calendar if you want. I'm going to customize that based on your preference in terms of how often you want to post, where you want to post, etc. But what our goal is to be able to keep track of which ones people are posting, which means that they're popular and everybody's happy. I'm going to skip tracking for a second and go to the community newsletter. So this newsletter is something that's drawn from the calendar and drawn from the who's who and drawn from the Sitters Network and drawn from articles, etc. that you can add to the calendar. Anything else here? No. But you can then copy this, or if you're a code person, you can copy the code. And then based on what your schedule is for how often you want to post the calendar on Nextdoor or on Facebook, or to send it out to your list, then you can do that. Last thing I want to do is I want to show you the tracking. And the tracking is just where we're keeping track of, are you set up? How are things going in terms of visits? How are things going in terms of people adding stuff to your who's who directory, etc. I just wanted to share that really quickly. And then what we'll do is dig into each one and a startup checklist.